So Yerkes-Dodson came up with this formula with this thought in 1910. And on one axis, on the y-axis, we can see performance goes from weak to strong, and on the x-axis, depending on the amount of tension, arousal, and anxiety we're experiencing from low to high, we can see there's this optimal point at the top of the bell curve. Not enough, and we're not performing at our best, and too much, and now we're kind of stuck or in that panic zone, which is what we were talking about earlier. So there's this optimal place over here. But my question for you is this. You're an Olympic skater, and it's now the next 2 minutes are going to define your life. The next 2 minutes and how you perform is going to probably influence the rest of what your life becomes. And my question always was, how could they do that? How could they deal with the stress that you'd have to be feeling? And whenever you'd see an interview of those guys from the day before, the interviewer would ask, what are you expecting for tomorrow? And they'd always say, I just want to have fun. And I'd be like, there's no way that's what that must be just for PR purposes. And then as I thought about it, I came to realize, wait a minute, they were like 8 years old, hypothetically, and they were easily the best skater in their community. And they started competing at regional events, and they were good enough to get, a full ride in college and get a scholarship. And now they're competing at the collegiate level. And they were so good at that they tried out for the national team, and they were good enough to get on the national team. And then they're competing internationally. And in the year before the Olympics, the event is always held at the actual site where the Olympics. So by the time they get to that Olympic thing, they have been in their mind's eye practicing this for the vast majority of their life, from the age of hypothetically 8 to 20. So for them, their comfort zone has grown to the point where this is normal. You grow your comfort zone as you push the edge of your boundaries.